cut it to as few as one, I think, in that third quarter, and then you had the response. So what did you see in the response, and what was kind of consistent with how you've been playing of late there?
We executed well offensively. I thought throughout the game, like I know Luka and LeBron, they took shots and they scored, but their patience to just pass and make the right play was really good. And, whether it was, Rui, Jake in the first half, DA on the roll, Jaxson on the roll, they made a lot of really good, simple plays. And, that's reflected in our low turnover total. Another game where we get 25 plus assists and we're able to take care of the basketball, challenge the guys before the game. This is a team that really wants to score in the paint and push the pace, and we outscored them in fast break points. We outscored them in the paint. So we did a lot of the things that we talked about pregame. This is a team that, and truthfully, that's part of their run they went on. This is a team that really tests your square to red principles, so your switching principles, and they do a really good job of getting roller behind, changing foot angles, shooting behind the switch, and that's kind of how they got back into it. But yeah, just a really good job from our guys tonight.
What kind of level of talent, it maybe is the right way to put it, but for Luka to get to 46 and, without, I think, what do you say, 25 shots, and just how natural a lot of it looked. So can you just kind of put that in perspective?
Yeah, I mean, he has a really good sense of if they're blitzing me in pick and roll, to be that facilitator. And, him and I are starting to get that good feel for when he needs to get off ball. When he's on ball and he's having to make a lot of plays, that can tax you. When he's guarding 1 through 5 red on the other end, there's a lot into it. And, he came to me a couple times tonight. He was like, let's go to this off ball. And he was great off ball. He was great on ball. He was great in the post. He had his whole game working tonight.
Low turnover total could be a reflection of making the simple plays in front of you. But we also saw Luka with a number of remarkable passes. How can those energize his teammates, but also him, like keeping him engaged with the pass as much through the shot?
Yeah, he, it's similar to like some of the heat checks. I've talked about this. He's an engine that's fully on, and he likes to create out there, and that's part of what makes him a great player. I think because I played with him, I have a pretty good understanding of that. And not to say it doesn't test your patience at times, but you have to be willing to live with some of the stuff that he tries, because, more often than not, you're going to get a great result. And he had some great passes. He made some amazing shots. But there's that creative element that he needs to thrive, and you've got to allow that.
How important was what Rui gave you on both ends of the court tonight?
Yeah, I think our bench was awesome. All those guys impacted the game in some way. Rui and Jaxson in particular were really good tonight. And Rui now feels like, I know he had the 4 for 13 game recently, but it feels like he's kind of back in his groove. He had not taken a ton of shots and kind of, I don't think was playing well. And I told him that, so I'm not trying to call him out, but he wasn't playing well leading into his injury. And then it takes a little bit of time to get back in that rhythm. And it feels like the last few games, he's back to who he was at the start of the year. And I think his defensive engagement, particularly, the last 2 games, because in Dallas, he had a great defensive game on tape as the low man. And again, another good one tonight.
On Rui, I think it's the first time all season he's had at least 10 plus shots in 5 straight games. Is there something about the stagger with him off the bench that leads him to get to being featured a little more on the offensive end that can be harder as a starter?
Yes and no. There are certain games that based on pick and roll coverages, for instance, that if he's just standing in the corner, he doesn't necessarily get it. And, Chicago, they allow that pull behind pass in the pick and roll, and he got some shots out of that. And then, the last few games, we've been running a lot of stuff for him, whether that's ATOs. We got to a single action for him on a side out of bounds. So he's getting enough, and, it's, You run an off-ball action and you don't want a mid-range shot, which he typically takes on those off-ball actions, but he's so good at them that, it's a good play for us.
Let's get to the highlights. Lakers continue their road trip in Chicago to face the Bulls. First quarter, LeBron. It's like, it's going to hit this awkward landing shot. First bucket of the game, sign of things to come for Bron here in the first half. Couple minutes later, Luka. Patience. Perfect lob to DeAndre Ayton. Getting the big man involved. Then off a Bulls turnover. Big game. Luka says, I'm going to get an easy one.
Well, LeBron with the sneaky hands had that left hand in there, knocked it away, and was the recipient of an easy deuce.
Bulls here with a steal. Jalen Smith, he's getting the alley-oop dunk on the other end. Marcus Smart trying to take a charge. Big man had 10 first quarter points, ended up with just 13. After a timeout, Danny, it's LeBron.
Downhill, L train.
Where's he
that
going?
Post, where's he going to go?
Spinning baseline.
Either spin fade or spin layup. Isaiah Okoro hadn't seen that scout report yet.
Mm-hmm.
Tar Heels.
Yep. Kobe White with a little DeMar move right there. Recognized that one before.
Yeah.
He's leading the Bulls in scoring.
Stop and drop.
Big game. Luka's going to get hot pretty much for the whole game.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Larry Bird when he shoots. Doesn't take a lot of legs. It's just like a nice little shot.
Perfect release.
Sound like Danny Green's little nice little jumper from three.
He had 12 in the first quarter. What he basically averages. Actually had 14
Rui
at
with
the end of the first.
Start the break. Finish it with a tray ball, Rui.
Doing it on both ends. Tashi. Danny Vando.
With the Luka outlet pass. Jaxson Hayes had a couple nice little breakaways tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Vando was a plus 21 tonight, Danny.
He's active, man. He's doing all the little things they need him to do. That's why he's in the lineup now in the rotation and getting more minutes.
That was a 9-0 run, so the Lakers led 35-31. Remember, they would go on a 42-18 extended run first and second quarter. LeBron for 3, Lakers up 5.
That high quadrant, you know better. Can't leave him open from that high quadrant.
Big game. You just heard JJ talk about Rui's engagement the last few games on the defensive end.
Yeah, on both ends. That was a nice block for the save. Automatic 2, and then LeBron finishes with the deuce.
And then, Danny, this is what I was talking about. The Lakers not giving up the easy buckets in the first half. That creates good offense as well.
Hustle plays. These are the winning types of plays you need to make, even in games like this, to set the tone defensively.
I mean, this was like LeBron saying, you got to be kidding me, this matchup.
I'm bigger than you are. I'm stronger than you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Almost gets the steal, but Jake LaRavia, look how fast he gives it up. Go ahead, bro. Come on.
He ran back, and then had to run back again. 41 years old.
I love that Jake plays safety, though. He's good at this.
Yes,
He's good at anticipating where the pass is going to go. 3 steals for Jake tonight.
Rams could have used him last night. Big game.
Yeah.
Luka up high to Ayton.
There you go.
Can't defend that.
Danny, I think JJ was asked about this. Luka has like 3 crazy passes this game. This one was just a normal one, but they're coming.
That baseline to baseline, from baseline to baseline is one of them. Wraps around, of course, when he does that drive in the middle and throws it behind his head for a shooter. He just knows where everybody's at the right time.
Get out, run the lane like big game, Rui.
Started with a Jake steal. Got it out. Then Chicago attacking the basket getter. They're trying to make a comeback.
Lakers were up 20, and it was a 7-0 Bulls run, and that kind of leaked over to the third quarter, and the Bulls are going to get this thing real close, as you will see. Jalen Smith in the corner.
So when they got hot, this is when they got hot, and they got kind of murky.
You know what? This is going to kind of fly under the radar, but while Chicago was getting hot, Luka hits a couple of threes just to keep it where it should be.
Couple of rainbow threes, too.
Yep, keep
Nothing
him
but the bottom of the net.
Keep my arm's length.
Danny, the Bulls had 6 threes in the third, and they came quick. They actually cooled off at the End of the third.
Very much so. And if Luka doesn't hit those threes, like you said, this would be a totally different basketball game. Shot fake reload.
Another one.
That's not an easy shot to make.
Danny, you just mentioned, so you take it.
Here and there, yeah. Luka.
Footwork.
Hitting those threes, keeping them at arm's length. These are very key baskets when a team like that is hot and running.
This is Kobe White's third in a row, possibly.
Yeah, he had 9. He had a quick 9 in the first 5 minutes of that
Danny,
third
that's
quarter.
a 29-12 run.
Yeah.
They would get it to within 1, James, but
Smart.
Marcus Smart.
Yeah, I was a little concerned when they got it down to 1, but the Lakers kept on playing. Now, no one else in the league would make that pass. I don't think.
Try.
I don't think.
Stop it.
That is across the court, behind the back pass.
Like in transition with everyone playing defense.
On time.
On target.
Another one. Rui.
Find the hot hand.
Okay, Danny, I'm going to give you this one because.
Yeah, this is that backdoor Vando.
Stop it.
Whoop.
What did Vooch know was
Now
going
you
on?
see
in
me,
that
now
play?
you don't. He was a little upset. I think he had a technical after that, too.
Vooch looking the other way. Where did he go?
On a rope.
James, this matchup's unfair, too.
Come here, Vooch. Shooter.
Come on now.
McGavin.
Come on, McGavin. Fourth quarter. By the way, they ran 2 out-of-bounds plays.
Back to
easy
back.
buckets, back-to-back.
Yeah, and the coaches hate that when there's a sideline out of bounds and they score off of it because of a discommunication to get a dunk like that.
Gets it within
Can't allow that
10.
to happen.
Lull to sleep, miscommunication, you gotta get wide
But you
open.
need a big bucket, Danny.
Who do you call?
Ghostbuster.
Extra pass.
He was hot from 3, too.
Was Danny too young for that movie? I mean,
No, I've seen all the
he knows
Ghostbusters.
all right.
I've seen all the Ghostbusters. I'm not Allie.
You've seen the alley game, haven't you?
Yeah, she hasn't seen anything.
Luka, he's got to shoot.
That one-legged Dirk fade.
Yeah.
Knows that well.
He's got 39 so far.
Try it again. Oh, no.
And he's going to get it back, Danny, for 42.
Jaxson Hayes.
That's
very
ball
smart.
game.
Get it back to your guy.
Yeah. Here's another one.
That's just heat check.
Stop it.
No hesitation. Catch it on the flare, on the fade. He's impressed with himself right there.
All right. Raise your hand if you thought he was going to miss it.
I did.
I thought it was a little late.
Signature right there. Close out the game. There you go, Jaxson Hayes.
Did B. Moore, our producer, call it live?
He did.
He did?
He said, between the legs. There it goes.
I don't like it.
He got it there. He got it there.
You don't do that in a game.
He got it there.
Pull a muscle, come down, hit your ankle.
You
Come
better
on,
make
man.
it. You better not get hurt.
Better not miss it either.
Yeah.
I don't like it. 129-118. The Lakers go to 28-17. They've won 4 of 5. They end the Bulls' 4-game win streak, who were led by Kobe White's 23. Luka, a monster performance. His 25th 40-10 game. He ends up with 46, 11, and 7. LeBron did a lot of his damage in the first half. He had 24 and 5. And Rui off the bench with the efficiency. 4 threes, 9 of 11 for 23 points. And the Lakers, 27 fast break points. Reminder, next up for the Lakers, the road trip stops in Cleveland on Wednesday. Tip-offs at 4. We're going to have pre- and post-game starting at 3 right here on Spectrum Sportsnet, the home of Laker basketball. 46 from Luka tonight, the 8th time this season. He scored 40 or more. We'll hear from Luka next. The Lakers are 3-1 on this 8-game road trip. That's important.